Hi there, it's Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com, continuing off the Devoid, or the big Eldrazi, the Heartless Eldrazi. Yes, we like to play first. I think this is an acceptable hand. We have a Solemn Simulacrum Expedition map. We have Thoughtseize, Heartless Summoning, Conduit of Ruin. This is wonderful. We'll be able to lead off with the Thoughtseize. Yeah, that's still what I want to be doing. You could make the argument to we're leading off with the Expedition map, and then that way we can go and get another Eldrazi Temple. But I think that Heartless Summoning into Solemn Simulacrum is a better play. So we'll go ahead and disrupt our opponent's hand. And it's going to be Abrupt Decay is what we want to take here, because that will kill our Heartless Summoning. Tarmogoyf, Scavenging Ooze, Huntmaster Fields, they're all good. But I think that we can keep ahead of it by just taking care of this Abrupt Decay. Oh, otherwise, he does kill the Heartless Summoning. Yeah, I think that's the best. Then we have Heartless Summoning turn 2. He'll get a Tarmogoyf out, but we'll have a blocker for that. And there's a Kozilek's Channeler, so this is going to be really good with the Solemn Simulacrum. We want to draw into a land next turn, but if we don't, we still get a basic off of the Solemn Simulacrum. Hopefully he just doesn't draw into another Abrupt Decay. That'll be pretty brutal. It's just going to be a Goyf, which is a 2-3. But again, we have the Simulacrum as the blocker. We also could have a Kozilek Channeler out if we draw into it. We're not going to Mind Stone. We could Mind Stone into Expedition map, which is not a bad play either. But it's just going to be the Solemn Simulacrum. And then pass turn. Now we have a Kozilek's Channeler we can get out. Guess we could have done a Kozilek's Channeler that turn anyway for the Eldrazi Temple. But it's fine. We will definitely block Mr. Goyf to draw a card. Tons of value off of the Solemn Simulacrum. And there's Ulamog. Here's probably Scavenging Ooze coming out. Yeah, and he'll exile a Simulacrum, and he's progressing pretty well here. But at this point now, we can get out a lot of... Yeah, we can go Mind Stone into Expedition map, into Kozilek's Channeler. And he has to kill the Kozilek's Channeler this turn or otherwise we get, which he could have Bolt, which is kind of the problem with Heartless Summoning. He does have the Bolt. So we are going to take some pretty decent damage here. We're going to take 7 damage, and that does screw up our ability to get Ulamog out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana for Ulamog. We do have Conduit of Ruin and Expedition map that we can, I believe, play on the same. Yeah, we can. But if he can disrupt the Conduit of Ruin, I think we can just die to his aggro, and that's what's really good about the Goyf. He can play Huntmaster here. But if we just draw an Eldrazi Temple off the top, let's see, it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, no, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that'd be 10. So an Eldrazi Temple off the top would be very good, too. Yeah, Huntmaster, he's just going to try to go for the kill here, which can easily happen. So, come on, Temple on top. It's a swamp. I don't think that changes anything. Because we can't quite get there. I don't think I sack the... Hopefully this doesn't have any removal. Because then Ulamog... He has 2 things he can sack. That's 9, 10, 11. I'd have to block his Goyf. 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'd want to Expedition map first, I guess. I guess we can just get an Eye of Ugin, because that will be enough. See, it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 anyway with Eye of Ugin, so instead of a temple. And I think we do grab Ulamog. Now that means the Huntmaster doesn't flip. I could easily die to another bolt. And even this Ulamog doesn't necessarily save me, though, because I'm going to be down to such a low life total. This is what's happening to this deck quite consistently now, is just getting aggroed out. Because we block the Goyf. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could actually block the Scavenging Ooze and then force him to use his mana. And then it puts me down to a 3, though. It puts me down to a 2, which is bolt range. If I block the Goyf, then I still have to. Then he can still exile 2 with the Ooze. I think I just block the Ooze. And see if he just has a bolt. I think that's the only way we win. If he's got a bolt, he's got a bolt. Oh, no, that was bad because now he just doesn't cast anything. And the Huntmaster. Yeah, that was actually bad. Because now the Huntmaster just flips. And does 2 damage to me. Okay. Yeah, that ends up being the wrong play. So I'd have been at a 1, though, the other way around with him. I might bring in Spellskite because it protects my Heartless Summonings. Relic of Progenitus are okay versus the deck, but what I really like in this instance is a Sundering Titan and Wurmcoil Engine. I think both of those help us. I don't think that Crypt Ghast is going to do much versus this particular deck. Just it's going to die to removal very easily. And I don't know if I care too much to disrupt his hand with Thoughtseizes and Inquisitions. I think I'd rather... I mean, I'd be using these to disrupt his own Thoughtseizes and Inquisitions. I'd rather use, like... Spellskite can actually... Leyline of the Void can take care of his Ooze and his Goyfs. But I think I like Relic of Progenitus a little bit better, and all his dust is great here. And I think I'm just going to bring in... yeah, Relics. And not going to bring in the Oozes, just 2 Relics, and just not worry about the disruption package. And hopefully just the Wurmcoil Engines can get us there too. So I'm going to submit this. Maybe I keep in it the disruption, don't worry about Relics. Alright, so yes, I like to play first. We can't keep this because of the only 1 land. I mean, this is a beautiful hand, nonetheless. I don't like their Ulamog. I do like the Eye of the Summoning. We mulligan it. This is worse. This is also bad. I can't even keep this Eldrazi Temple. Maybe I do. Maybe I just keep it. And, of course, put everything on the bottom. Yeah, there's so many lands in this deck, too. This shouldn't happen with the mulling. Because now if he's got like a Thoughtseize or Inquisition, takes my Mind Stone, I'm dead. I'm so far away from... This is what happens, though, with the deck. An 8, a 9, and a 7 drop. So we need land, 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 land. That is not a land. Very frustrating. But I don't think I could have mulled again. Maybe I do. There's an Ooze. Come on, land. No land, of course. This is actually a decent hand, though, if I could get the land. But 24 lands and 2 Mind Stones and 4 Expedition maps. You'd think that this deck would not have trouble with lands. And I have been having quite a few troubles. Finally, I think it's just Mind Stone, because I'd rather Mind Stone than Heartless Summoning. Heartless Summoning, though, could find... No, it's a Mind Stone. If we can somehow get up to all his dust, we'll be in great shape. But I mean, he just can abrupt decay the Mind Stone, and that's actually a decent plan. And another ooze. So we do find another swamp. And now we're in decent shape as far as getting a Conduit of Ruin out. The Sundering Titan will also be brutal. And there's a Sanctum of Ugin, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8, but not for Sundering Titan. And we have 6 for all his dust. Ugh. I don't want to use Conduit's ability, unfortunately. Whatever he's, so I have a 4/4 at least that can block. And if he overextends again, we might actually win this. Wow. Okay, so this turn, we'll play it. And now we have a 3/3. Blocker. So we're matching him, and he still hasn't used anything. I wonder what he has for 4. Once we find that land for the All Is Dust, the one-sided board wipe will be huge. But we're already under the 12, which against like a Jund-based deck. I wonder what the blue's in here for. Want him to have actually just a swamp. Because the Titan would be... Best case scenario is I find an Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth off the top. I don't care too much about a Thoughtseize. Dress can get all his dust. That actually does hurt. But, I mean, we're 1 mana any way we look at it from the Void Winnower or the Sundering Titan. And we have the Kozilek's Channeler, too. So he's got to bolt off the Channeler. But that does hurt. I'm not gonna lie there. And there's a Verdant Catacombs. So the Goyf gets bumped up again. He got a swamp! Oh, he's nuts. He's crazy. Now he has to kill the Kozilek Channeler. He should not have got a swamp. Unless he doesn't have a basic forest, he should have got... like other stomping grounds or anything that's not considered... So no Bolt or no Abrupt Decay. No Kolgan's Command. Ugh. It's a Fulminator Mage. That is rough. There's nothing to exile here, so I will just block. Oh no, he can exile with the Fulminator Mage, so he's trying to bait me out of that. So we'll just block the Tarmogoyf here. Now you can put a creature in. Block an ooze. And we'll probably end up taking 7 because he's going to sack the Fulminator Mage for the Eldrazi Temple. But let's see, if we kill the Mind Stone, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So don't kill the Mind Stone next turn. He's going to kill the Sanctum of Ugin though, so 1. That's fine. Down to a 6. But we should be in great shape of either getting the Void Winnower out or we had a swamp anyway, the Sundering Titan. Sundering Titan, I think, just wipes his board, is a much better play. So 1, 2, 3, let's see, 4, 5, 6. We can keep a Mind Stone up. It doesn't matter. Oh, geez. Huh. That cost... Yeah, that only cost 6, Kevin. That's... That's huge. And we'll just use the black, I guess, to sack the Mind Stone. Draw a card here. And he'll just scoop there. Alright. He could still draw into Bolt Bolt. I don't know if he needed to scoop. So, I still don't think... I want to bring this other relic, but I don't know what we take out. What would be the weak link? Maybe some of these higher casting costs, like Kozilek, I guess, to get up to it. Yeah, that's fine. But that was a crazy mold of 5, keep a 1-lander, and draw out of it. We did get very lucky there. Hopefully this luck can continue. This deck's very fun to play, but it does have major holes in it. And I'm hoping that the next set, though, if we've seen the spoilers, there's a 3-drop Eldrazi, 2 and a colorless, that when it dies, look at the top card of your library. If it's a converted mana cost 3 or less permanent, put it on the battlefield or not draw a card. That is an enormously powerful card in this deck, I would say, because it actually ramps you into a land, kind of the same way Oblivion Sower does. And you can easily get it out on turn 2 with either Eye of Ugin or the Eldrazi Temple. The problem is you can't hard cast it with like Urborg Tomb Yawgmoth or the Swamps, but you do have Cavern of Souls in the deck that can add colorless mana. You do have Ghost Quarter you could throw back in that can produce colorless mana, because it does require 1 colorless mana. I'll have to find the actual card I'm talking about and see if I can find it here while we're waiting for our opponent. So colorless Eldrazi. Card I'm speaking of is called Matter Reshaper. I'll throw it over here. So there's the Matter Reshaper that says, when Matter Reshaper dies, reveal the top card of your library. You may put that card on the battlefield. It's a permanent card with converted mana cost 3 or less. Otherwise, put it in your hand. So I'm liking this card a ton in this deck because you can get out on turn 2, which is a 2-1 blocker, which is what your deck wants to put out early. I think that's what this deck is really missing. That's why I put the Solemn Simulacrums in there. But the Solemn Simulacrums don't synergize as well off this deck with the ability to Eye of Ugin or Eldrazi Temple it in. That one, we can put out a 2-1 blocker, or with Heartless Summoning, you can just immediately die. and you can ramp into more permanents. You can chain off of it pretty well. And it's either going to draw you that card with current mana cost higher than 3, or it's going to put it on the battlefield. Or if it's like an Inquisition or Thoughtseize, it will still put it in your hand. But it's going to throw Expedition Maps, Mind Stones, Relic of Progenitus right on the battlefield. We're going to keep this. It's a decent hand. We have a, even if he disrupts it, I think we're pretty good. So just a Raging Ravine. And we'll just first turn Expedition Map. Hate drawing that swamp, but eventually, like, Expedition Map is just going to grab Eye of Ugin, so the more mana, the better. And we can actually go tutor what we need. There's an Eldrazi Temple. Yeah, we play the Eldrazi Temple, and I think... I don't think we Heartless here. Do we Heartless and then... No, I think we just Mind Stone. Now I can Abrupt Decay the Mind Stone if he wants. Yeah, that looks like what he's doing. Oh, Snapcaster. You're just using snaps in here for value. Fulminator Mage can destroy my Eldrazi Temple. That's fine. It puts him back. At this point, I don't think we necessarily need our Eldrazi Temple. There's an All Is Dust. Can't quite Heartless and use the Expedition Map. But we'll definitely go for Heartless here. Three cards left in our opponent's hand. Taking some more damage with the Snapcaster. There's the Oblivion Sower, which we can cast this turn, which we will. And this is on cast, which is great. He can't even counter this. He can counter it, but it's at least going to get its value immediately. I wonder if this is some sort of like twin thrown in to the mix, just like 4-color good stuff. Pestermite and twin. And we found nothing. Fulminator Mage, Eradicate, Boom Bust. Okay, so it is like a Boom Bust. Still get this nice blocker out. And the Abrupt Decay, it's got some good cards off the top. Another Fulminator Mage, but Fulminator doesn't do anything at the moment. See if he just kills the Oblivion Sower. Kolaghan's Command, he could kill an Expedition Map. That other Fulminator does not do anything at the moment. So that's fine. We'll just hold the Eye of Ugin up. Now, I can make him Fulminator Mage there. Yeah, it's fine. We'll make him Fulminator Mage the Eye of Ugin, and we'll just go grab another one. And he'll do it right now, which is fine. And I think I'll go on the aggression here. Surprised he doesn't block. That's 4 damage to the face. And he should be out of Fulminators now. He hasn't progressed his board very well. Yeah, we'll definitely just grab Expedition Map for the Eye of Ugin. Because then we can tutor up more. So only 3 cards left in our opponent's deck. And he's going to go Ravaging Ravine. So that's a desperation move right there. I know he can't race me, so... I don't think he can race me anyway. Because we can actually all his dust just even bring both our cards up +1/+1, which is something we can do. So I'll sack Expedition Map, go get an Eye, and another Heartless Summoning. We don't need it. We could do 8, and then on the backswing he does 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't quite Eye of Ugin. Yeah, it's pointless for the Snapcaster. We'll do 7. I think I'm just going to sack the Mind Stone to draw a card. Beautiful. And that does work. That's me hard card for him to deal with. So again, we will just go ahead and attack in with the Oblivion Sower. Goes down to an 8. Should be at decent life. Again, with the All His Dust, if he tries to put out blockers, we can actually cast All His Dust next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yes. And there's the concession. Because Wurmcoil is really good against decks like Jund, or whatever this variant is. Not too shabby. We actually win. This has been Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com. Thanks for watching.